Welcome back to the Save It for Parts channel. Earlier this year, we went out to Area 51 to look for aliens. Okay, so we were actually out there exploring old mines and ghost towns around Death Valley, but we were pretty close to Area 51 as well, so I figured why not do some alien tourism and snoop around with my software-defined radio. The SDR takes up almost no space in my luggage, and I wanted to see what the radio spectrum looked like in a very remote area. It turns out it's pretty interesting. In places like Death Valley or Panamint Valley, the mountains block radio signals from Los Angeles and Las Vegas. There aren't many people around, so there aren't too many stray signals or interference. This means that normally faint signals from space came in really well. I could very clearly detect NOAA and Russian meteor satellites with just the stock TV rabbit ears from the RTL SDR kit. I could also see and hear the fleet SATCOM frequencies really well. Initially, I thought that these Navy satellites might have their antennas pointed at this area due to various bases around. Naval Weapons Center China Lake is right next door, and Area 51 is nearby as well. However, someone else told me these satellites don't really have aimed transponders, so the strong signals were more relating to the low interference environment and the lack of background noise. As usual, the only people really using Fleet SATCOM anymore seem to be Brazilian CB radio pirates.
Positivo, rapaz, tá todo mundo preocupado, bicho. Eu chamando você desde cedo, não conseguia. Tá todo mundo preocupado com você, tá de boa aí, né?
Positivo, você tá doido. Acho que amanhã é capaz de sair daqui meio-dia.
Rapaz, isso aqui é aprovação, hein? É, beleza. Não, vai dar certo, eu vou avisar o povo lá.
Isolated locations like this are also great for astronomy. The mountains block the light pollution from major cities, so you can see far more stars, meteors, satellites, etc. I only managed to catch one meteor on my phone. We did see a Starlink satellite train, but we didn't have time to take a photo of that. Having multiple military bases nearby was very interesting for air traffic. I'm used to seeing National Guard aircraft back home in Minnesota, but out here you see fighter jets and other aircraft flying around. Panamint Valley has a small radar station to support low-altitude flights. There are a few of these automated stations scattered around out here. On one occasion, we saw jets practicing bombing runs against the radar. These are pretty hard to film, especially when they go supersonic. The jet's engine noise trails it by quite a ways, so if you want to actually see the jet, you have to look far ahead of where you hear the sound.
Previous shot there, thought I got a kill. Two-shot kill, 293, 51, 15,000 off of Tonabob. Two-shot kill, 293, 50 off of Tonabob. Okay, this is 53, hold on, 2470, 31, 28,000.
I also played around with this little radio gadget that I'm beta testing called a Boondock Echo. You'll see more about that in another video. The desert is great for solar power. I brought the Allpower's 600-watt battery bank and solar panel out here to keep all my tech charged, and it worked great. I could recharge a drone, flashlights, cameras, and keep a radio and the Boondock thing operating all day at camp. At one point, we found a semi-abandoned longlines tower from the Cold War era. This was an AT&T communication system designed in the 1950s and went abandoned around the 1980s. The towers are very recognizable due to their shell-shaped microwave antennas. Some of these sites actually have hardened bunkers underneath them as well. This one had the microwave feeds cut and wasn't in use by AT&T anymore, but it did still have some modern low-power antennas on it. It was cool that the hilltop was open to the public. You could drive right up here with no gates or signs. It does seem that the locals have taken advantage of this a little bit. They seem to have had some sort of competition for who could launch their old car the farthest off the top of the hill. If I remember correctly, I think Area 51 is over those hills in the distance. Somewhere over there. Some kind of radio facility right up there. Some interesting radomes. That might be related to Area 51. Hard to tell. I don't know my Area 51 lore very well, but I'm pretty sure it's over there. Now, I'm not a huge Area 51 nerd, but I've heard some of the mythology and stories surrounding it. The official name is Groom Lake in the Nellis Air Force Range, and it's where the United States tests top-secret aircraft. The wilder rumors say it's also where we test captured UFOs and alien technology. Whether or not you believe that, it's still kind of an interesting area, and it has a certain draw to it just by being top secret. Ironically enough, the existence of a mysterious top-secret facility like Area 51 draws a lot of tourists to the area. I guess people just want to say they've been nearby. In true American fashion, local businesses have capitalized on this. There are not one, but two Area 51-themed gas stations at opposite sides of the base. On the south side, the Area 51 Alien Center in Amargosa Valley has a gift shop, vintage-style cafe, and even an alien-themed brothel. Naturally, we had to stop in and buy too much overpriced merch. For various reasons, mostly unrelated to aliens, we ended up driving completely around the Nellis Range and Area 51. On the north side of the range, the Extraterrestrial Highway supposedly features frequent sightings of mysterious craft in the sky. We did see some dead cattle along the road, but I'm pretty sure that's more to do with speeding cars and lack of fences than from any flying saucer activity. Well, here we are in Rachel, Nevada. We are on the north side of Area 51. We've gone almost all the way around Area 51 now. On the north side of the range, there's a much funkier and smaller gas station. Gas here was the second most expensive we saw on this trip, at $6 a gallon. The tiny town of Rachel, Nevada has become something of a destination for alien hunters and conspiracy nuts. There's not much in this town, but the Little Ae'Le'Inn offers food, lodging, and of course more souvenirs. We even spotted a memorial sculpture made by someone we know. We had done most of this trip without anything too mysterious or spooky, but near the end we did encounter some kind of strange GPS interference. Oh, we just lost... Yeah, we keep losing our GPS signal out here, which is weird because we're in a wide open space, we're not in a tunnel, there's nothing blocking it. So I'm wondering if there's some weird military thing going on, jamming the signal. Yeah, it just keeps flickering in and out there where it's waiting for location. Once we were back in Vegas, we snooped on one more Area 51 related thing. To get secret employees to their secret facility for secret work shifts, the government has a secret airline. Except they used such nondescript planes that they kind of stand out. When you see an outdated Boeing 737 with a single red stripe and no other markings, that's Janet Airlines. These jets, using codename Janet, shuffle workers back and forth to Area 51 and other high-security sites. We randomly spotted a couple of them on this trip without even looking, which was kind of neat. I pulled up some airline tracking apps, and you can actually see the Janet flights go off into the Nellis Range and then disappear as they turn off their transponders. That's about it for this video. While viewers might be disappointed that we didn't meet any aliens, I thought it was fun to wander around the desert and see some things I had only read about. Make sure to check out my other videos from this trip. I have one about the abandoned mines and another one about the ghost towns that we saw. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.